My Odin's whiskers, this page is cramped! What sorcery is this? My legs, they're bare! Where's my breeches? A king's got no dignity these days.
Behold, the mightiest bar in the north, Mighty V's Scouring Soap, now with curly hairs for berserker scrubbing.
Mighty V's scrubs like a breeze.
Toss it and attacks crime like a longship in a fjord.
Hear ye, Mighty V Scouring Soap, stuffed with heroic curly hairs for berserker scrubbing.
Look at me shine! Scrub, scrub, scrub like a Viking, tough on grime, but kind to your pan.
Mighty V Scouring Soap.
Ever think Mayberry get this wild, Andy?
Can't say I did, Barn, but if the city's poisoning our town, we're taking it back.
That's a whole trunk of coke and cash, partner.
Evidence and bait.
Bait with a short fuse.
Then let's light it.
From the people who brought you cleaning day comes a tale of mud, devotion, and questionable fabric care.
Got another one here, bit of an idol this.
Mud all over the fringe, right
This
on the
spring
heat.
they're taking dirty business.
New invader is taking root. They look harmless until they don't. Exploding chickens, an invasive species spreading faster than we can track. From back.
I said I can't. I'm not eating it. Do you hear me? I won't!
I woke up and it was gone, completely gone.
You think someone stole it?
I've never seen an absence like this. It's as if it was never there.
I'm getting it back.
The missing Pinar coming soon. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a moment to silence your cell phones and other devices. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Oh yeah! Snap into a slim like Randy Savage would!
Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny.
This program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Long before calendars had apps, before weekends were something you argued about with your boss, before anyone decided February needed feelings, there was Vriday. Not a typo, not a prank, and definitely not that one thing your uncle who likes rocks talks about all the time. Vriday is a holiday, ancient, loud, joyful, and mildly unsettling, born in the north, raised by Vikings, and politely borrowed, repurposed, and occasionally misunderstood by just about everyone else. It is a celebration of spring, of survival, of food, drink, family, friends, and once a year, the awakening of something that probably should not be awakened, but always is. Vriday falls on the first Friday after the second new moon of the year. Unless, of course, it collides with Valentine's Day, because even ancient gods know better than to compete with heart-shaped chocolates. In that case, Vriday politely steps aside and waits until the following Friday. This alone should tell you something. Vriday is old, but it is not unreasonable. To understand Vriday, we have to go back, way back. Back to a time when winter wasn't kind of annoying, but actively trying to kill you. The Viking Spring. For the Vikings, spring wasn't just a season, it was a victory. You survived the cold, you survived the dark, you survived eating things that were technically food but emotionally disappointing. When the ice cracked and the sun lingered just a little longer, the Vikings celebrated, not quietly, not calmly, and definitely not sober. Vriday marked the moment when life returned. Fields softened, animals stirred, ships were repaired, and hope, along with a suspicious amount of mead, flowed freely. It was a time to gather, to feast, to laugh loudly, and to remember that yes, winter was terrible, but you were still here. And so was he. The Lord of Vriday. Once a year, during Vriday, the Lord of Vriday awakens from his long slumber. No one agrees exactly where he sleeps. Some say beneath the earth, some say beneath the sea, some say inside a mountain that hums softly when the moon is right. What everyone agrees on is that he does not like being woken up early, or late, or incorrectly. The Lord of Vriday is not evil, he is not kind, he is, well, perhaps mystically seasonal. He awakens to bless the people, to anoint a mother, a king, a princess, and a prince, symbols of fertility, leadership, future, and chaos, respectively. The mother represents life returning. The king represents order, at least on paper. The princess represents promise, and the prince represents potential, or trouble, usually both. The selections are said to be random. They are not. The Lord sees things, he knows things, and he has a sense of humor that historians politely describe as problematic. Tracing Vriday through time. As trade routes expanded, so did Vriday. The Romans encountered it and said, "Ah yes, a spring festival with feasting and strange robes, we'll take that." They added structure, they added ceremonies, they added rules. The Vikings ignored most of them. In Egypt, echoes of Vriday merged with celebrations of rebirth, of the Nile's return, of gods who died and rose again because apparently spring just does that to people. Even biblical times hold whispers of Vriday, festivals marking renewal, first fruits, the tension between fear and joy when something powerful stirs after dormancy. Was it the same holiday? No. Was it the same feeling? Absolutely. And then, the Vikings did what Vikings do. They sailed. Long before maps agreed with each other, long before history books caught up, Vriday crossed the ocean. It became entwined with the Viking discovery of North America, a celebration not just of survival, but of arrival. Land after endless water, green after grey, hope after hardship. Vriday became a symbol of finding something new after enduring something terrible, which, frankly, still tracks. Vriday refused to stay ancient.
Come on.
Ding dong. Sir, you got a chicken on your head.
It's a
It slipped into folk songs.
Frost on the pines and the creek size white, but the jug of that clear keeps the evening right. Pass it on down, let the cold wind slide. It tastes better in the winter with the Lord of Friday.
Into tavern tales.
On a Friday in Vriday I met me a lord with a beard like a bramble and ankles that creak. His breath smelled of cellar and yesterday's board, but he bowed like a prince every week. I love him, I swear it, despite what I say. He's older than turf.
Into plays where the Lord of Vriday was suspiciously funny and occasionally shirtless.
You too? Lord of Vriday. The world may never know.
It appeared in medieval festivals.
Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, my Romeo?
Heck no, I ain't no Romeo. It's the Lord of Vriday. I'm here to anoint you, mother.
In whispered traditions.
Beneath
In traditions people swore weren't pagan while standing around a bonfire holding bread.
It's time.
Oh God. In modern times, Vriday pops up everywhere.
Down in the deep, where the fire can't breathe, lies the Lord of Vriday, dreaming through the seasons turn. He sleeps all year in a cabin underground.
In books, in movies, in background lore you don't notice until someone points it out, and then you can't unsee it.
The glove doesn't fit! The glove doesn't fit!
They're still on us.
The glove doesn't fit! The glove doesn't...
On January 6, 2001, there was even an anti-fascist Vriday imposter who stormed the United States Capitol and forcefully attempted to reinstate his Führer.
He was the most notorious insurrectionist at the Capitol, the QAnon shaman, in buffalo horns and a coyote headdress.
Thankfully, especially for the shaman, the Lord of Vriday cares little about politics. His focus in recent years has been to restore Vriday as a worldwide respected holiday.
I'm here to see the president about a holiday.
He's in the grotto.
Every year it grows. Every year more people celebrate. Some know why. Some just like the food. Some just really like alcohol. Vriday is incomplete without feasting. Tables overflow. Meat, bread, cheese, root vegetables cooked in ways that suggest someone once dared winter to do worse. Drinks flow freely. Mead, ale, wine, and modern interpretations that would confuse ancient Vikings but delight them anyway. Friends and family gather. Arguments are paused. Laughter is encouraged. And someone always tells the story about the year the Lord of Vriday supposedly blinked. No one agrees if that really happened. Everyone agrees it was unsettling. Vriday is joyful, but it is not harmless. There is excitement and fear. Children are warned to behave because the Lord is watching. Adults pretend not to believe while triple-checking the ritual timing just in case. Because once a year, something old wakes up, and it looks at us. As the night reaches its peak, the Lord of Vriday is honored. No one sees him clearly. No one ever has. But his presence is felt. In the hush that falls suddenly, in the fire that flares brighter, in the moment when 4 people are chosen, a mother, a king, a princess, a prince. They do not rule forever. They do not escape responsibility. They carry Vriday forward until next year. Vriday survives because it speaks to something human. We fear the dark. We celebrate the light. We gather when survival feels earned. And deep down, we all wonder what happens when something ancient remembers our names. Vriday reminds us that spring is not guaranteed, that renewal comes with effort, and that joy is louder when it follows hardship. So when the second new moon passes, and Friday arrives, and the air feels charged with possibility, raise a cup, break bread, laugh with those beside you. And remember, the Lord of Vriday is waking very, very, very soon, and he is very curious, maybe a bit grumpily, to see what this year brings. He's oh so excited to sow the new seeds of spring, and as always filled with that, just a hint of vengeance and mercy. Happy Vriday to all.